Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble the first flywheel in the governor drive wheel. Oh, and look at that pretty new gear, because this is why we had to replace it. It was cracked. And if my angel can focus in, you can see the edge right here. It was getting burrs. And this brass is very soft. And when they put them on, they press them on, and it causes them to crack. So this is the new one, which had a slight hard fit, but not, it just came on, and then I added 2 set screws to hold it in place. And this is made out of oilized bronze. So when you first put in like a new gear like this on your governor, you're going to get a little noise, and then it will run in later. But let's assemble this. You need a little STP, a little sewing machine oil, and good eyeballs. So in the last video, we put this flywheel together with a shaft, and now we're going to assemble it. So what we're going to do, because it rides here, we're just going to put a little oil right there, a wee bit of sewing machine oil. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a wee bit of STP, because this bearing has a flat spot in it, and it runs dead center with no ball bearing in here, like this. So we're just going to coat that right here with a little bit of STP. That'll help it run a lot smoother. We got that done. So now what you do, this has a flat spot and a round spot. I have the flat spot up. You can see it right there. We're just barely going to put that in here like that. Now we're going to take the new governor drive assembly here. We have a screw that goes in, and that screw fits in that hole. So we're going to put the hole up, and we will slide this in gently. And just kind of, you can just take it and just kind of, there it goes. It fits onto the gear, slides in. And my neighbor's mowing the yard. There we go. We're going to get that up to the top. I'm going to slide it in. And now we can, if my angel can focus in on the top there, you can see black, and then it gets shiny. See, so that's where the hole is. So you'll take the special little screw that Edison made for this. You put a little sewing machine oil on it. You'll mount it into here and start it with your fingers, because you don't want it flying off somewhere in na-na land. Now we'll slide the bearing in, and now we'll align it to the governor. So you're going to get the spiral gear on the governor shaft, and the new one, you're going to align them perfectly. And then you're going to have almost no play. You'll tighten this down. And yes, I'm using a set screw. Usually uses a round-headed screw, but because it holds the oiling pin here like this. But I'm using this in pre-alignment. Once I'm done, I'll just switch the screw out. You get all that done, and you give it a spin, and it will move all day long. Now what you're going to do is, I use this Allen head screwdriver for this. I'm going to undo that screw, and you'll reach in here with a screwdriver, and you will bottom out the bearing. So I push the bearing over with a screwdriver. Lock that down. We got to go a little more with the bearing. And this is this bearing adjustment. The reason I use an Allen one is because I can reach in and play with it back and forth, and it sits there for me. It didn't move over. Okay. There we go. We'll give it a spin. And that's all there is to it. Adjusting the flywheel. Next video, we will be putting in the mandrel shaft. And that's my tip for the day.